Brewers regular season games 121 through 123. The Brewers will win Game 1 against the Reds 10-8. Nick Mears with the win, Scott Barlow with the loss, and Trevor McGill with the save. Joey Ortiz would start off with a single. Spencer Steer would hit a single. Miguel Andujar would hit a single. An RBI single by Gavin Lux would make it 1-0 Reds. Then Austin Hayes would hit a single for the third out. A solo home run by Christian Yelich would make it 1-1. Bryce Terang would hit a single. Tyler Stevenson would be hit by a pitch. Then Jacob Misiorowski would walk Brian Hayes, TJ Friedl, and Spencer Steer, which would result in the bases loaded walk, making it 2-1. DL Hall would enter the game for the Brewers and give up a 2 RBI double to Elly De La Cruz, making it 4-1. An RBI single by Miguel Andujar would make it 5-1. An RBI single by Gavin Lux would make it 6-1. All of this weak contact, another RBI single this time by Austin Hayes, making it 7-1. And then another RBI single this time by Noelvi Marte. Brandon Lockridge and Sal Frelick would hit back-to-back singles. An RBI double by Christian Yelich would make it 8-2. A 3-run home run by Andrew Vaughn would make it 8-5. Caleb Durbin would hit a single. An RBI double by Bryce Terang would make it 8-6. Brent Suter, Brewers legend, would enter the game for the Reds and he'd get the final out of the inning. The Reds would go 1-2-3. Sal Frelick and Joey Ortiz would hit back-to-back singles. An RBI single by Christian Yelich would tie up the game at 8. The Reds would go 1-2-3 after that. Stuart Baroa would get walked. Brandon Lockridge would hit a single. Scott Barlow would enter the game for the Reds and he would get the final out of the inning. Nick Mears would enter the game for the Brewers and he would throw a 1-2-3. Another Christian Yelich home run would make it 9-8 Brewers. Andrew Vaughn would hit a single. Aaron Ashby would enter the game for the Brewers and he would throw a 1-2-3. Sam Maul would enter the game for the Reds and he'd give up a double to Brandon Lockridge. A wild pitch by Sam Maul would make it 10-8. Sal Frelick would get walked. Luis May would enter the game for the Reds and he'd get the final out of the inning. Abner Uribe would enter the game for the Brewers and he would throw a 1-2-3. William Contreras would hit a double. The Brewers would go 1-2-3. Jared Koenig would enter the game for the Brewers and he would throw a 1-2-3. Joe Lasorsa would enter the game for the Reds and he would throw a 1-2-3. Bottom of the ninth, and Trevor McGill would enter the game for the Brewers and he would throw a 1-2-3 to end out Game 1. Game 2, the Brewers win 6-5 in 11 innings. Trevor McGill with the win, Joe Lasorsa with the loss, Nick Mears with the save. The Brewers would start off on a 1-2-3. Then the Reds would go 1-2-3. Caleb Durbin would hit a single. An RBI double by Bryce Terang would make it 1-0. The Reds would go 1-2-3 again. And so would the Brewers. The Reds would go 1-2-3 again. Andrew Vaughn would get walked. TJ Friedl would hit a single. Elly De La Cruz and Miguel Andujar would hit back-to-back singles. The Brewers would go 1-2-3. The Reds would go 1-2-3. William Contreras would hit a single. Brian Hayes would hit a solo home run, tying it up at 1. A solo home run by Spencer Steer would make it 2-1 Reds. Elly De La Cruz would get walked. Miguel Andujar would hit a single. Aaron Ashby would enter the game for the Brewers and he would get 2 outs. Caleb Durbin would hit a double. Graham Ashcraft would enter the game for the Reds and he'd give up a walk to Tyler Black. Shelby Miller would enter the game for the Brewers and he would throw a 1-2-3. Tony Santillan would enter the game for the Reds and he'd give up back-to-back walks to Anthony Siegler and William Contreras. Jared Koenig would enter the game for the Brewers and he'd give up a walk to Spencer Steer. Emilio Pagan would enter the game for the Reds and he'd give up back-to-back walks to Bryce Terang and Tyler Black. An RBI force by Sal Frelick would tie it up at 2. Abner Uribe would enter the game for the Brewers and give up a single to Noelvi Marte. Scott Barlow would enter the game for the Reds in the 10th inning and he'd give up an RBI single to William Contreras, making it 3-2. Scott Barlow would intentionally walk Christian Yelich. Trevor McGill would enter the game for the Brewers and he'd give up an RBI double to Brian Hayes, making it 3-3. Spencer Steer would get walked. Joe Lasorsa would enter the game for the Reds in the 10th inning and he'd give up a single to Bryce Terang. And lo and behold, Andrew Monasterio hit a 3-run go-ahead home run in the 11th inning, making it 6-3 Brewers. Anthony Siegler would hit a single. Nick Mears would enter the game for the Brewers and he'd give up a sac fly to Santiago Espinal, making it 6-4. And the last good thing that the Reds would have in Game 2 is a solo home run by Noelvi Marte, making it 6-5. Game 3, the Brewers would finally lose their winning streak 3-2 in extra innings. Graham Ashcraft with the win, Grant Anderson with the loss. The Brewers would start off with a 1-2-3. Spencer Steer would get walked. Elly De La Cruz would hit a single. The Brewers would go 1-2-3 again. And then the Reds would go 1-2-3. Brandon Lockridge would hit a triple. Spencer Steer would hit a single. The Brewers would go 1-2-3. And then the Reds would go 1-2-3. Blake Perkins and Danny Jansen would hit back-to-back singles. Ke'Bryan Hayes would hit a single. Then the Brewers would go 1-2-3. And so would the Reds. Andrew Vaughn would hit a single. Austin Hayes would hit a double and Noelvi Marte would hit a single. And then a sac fly by Jose Trevino would make it 1-0 Reds. Tobias Myers would enter the game for the Brewers and he would get 2 outs. Tony Santillan would enter the game for the Reds and he'd give up a walk to Tyler Black. The Reds will go 1-2-3. Emilio Pagan would enter the game for the Reds and he'd give up a walk to Anthony Siegler. A go-ahead 2-run home run by William Contreras to make it 2-1 Brewers. Grant Anderson would enter the game for the Brewers and give up a single to Noelvi Marte, then RBI single to Jose Trevino, tying it up at 2. Matt McLain would get walked. Graham Ashcraft would enter the game for the Reds and he would throw a 1-2-3. Grant Anderson would intentionally walk Ellie De La Cruz and Will Benson to make it bases loaded. And then Austin Hayes would walk it off on an RBI single, making it 3-2. Alright, so the Brewers go 2-1 in their series against the Reds. The record is now 78-45. And the Brewers' respective Brewers player of the games go to game 121, Christian Yelich, game 122, Andre Monasterio, and game 123, William Contreras.